a good speaker, man.
Yeah.
Hell, if you max out your Roth retirement, which is $6,000 a year, how much money do you think you'd have?
If you max out your Roth retirement,
the government only lets you put in $6,000 a year. Isn't that weird?
So I don't know. How much money would you have? Does it count? Is it compounded
it's unreal,
interest?
dude. I was talking to my buddy that he's like, dude, we'll never have $1 million to retire. And I'm like, yeah, you will. So the average return on like mutual funds every year, do you know what that is?
Is it 6%?
Yeah, 7%. And what's weird is if you put in $6,000 a year, which is the max, like look at this. Let's say it's me. I'm 32.
Woo!
I want to be
young man.
So I want to retire. Let's say when I'm 60.
Okay.
I want to get out early. How much money?
You should use these keys because these are changing the angles.
Oh, my bad.
You're good. You're good.
How much money do you currently have in investments? Let's say $1 million. No, I'm joking. Let's say 10 grand. Let's say zero. So let's say you're out there and you have $0. You haven't saved a penny. You have nothing, dude. You've never had a good job that pays for any retirement. Nothing.
Why are you telling my life story? But go ahead.
I know from experience, dude. How much monthly will you contribute? So $500 a month. I'm pretty sure that's $6,000 a year. So let's say $6,000 a year, which is $500 a month, and that could be included from your people, whatever. So I'm sorry. Look at this, dude. This is pretty motivating. $500 a month.
Only 500.
Yeah, let's do 400. Something $100 a week, Al. All right.
Spend that on Chipotle.
Yeah, you give up Heineken's and you're freaking. Look at this, dude. How much money do you think you'd have on this? $400. So $100 a week. You're 32. You have $0 in anything, and you want to retire in less than 30 years. $415,000 from putting away $100 a week.
That'll get you a nice Florida home on the beach.
Look at that.
The water.
Dude, let's say that Bitcoin ETFs, all that, let's say that it makes it from a 7 to an 8% gains. Watch this, man.
Have they disclosed that percentage?
No, but on average, it's already more than that. It's like Bitcoin's average is like 10% growth a year.
Okay.
Let's say it's 8, man. So we're at 415. That's the only thing we change is 1%. 499.
$500,000.
Dude, this is where it gets great. If Bitcoin and ETFs or whatever, or even Tesla pop big S&Ps.
So the ETFs, you're actually investing in Bitcoin, but on a fractionalized amount.
Exactly. Let's say 10% gains a year on average. You look at this, $730,000 now. I think it's going to be 10% because inflation is so bad.
Yeah.
From putting $100 a week, let's say you do $50 a week. That's $200 a month. Watch this, man. You got 366 genos, man. Isn't that motivating?
That is. Because that's literally a home.
Dude, that's a home. And then hopefully you own your home by the time you're 60. So let's say your house is $300,000 when you're 60. You own $300,000. You have 366 cash liquid.
Yeah.
You're almost $1 million. Or hopefully you've saved some other shiz, dude, too.
And you know what I like about this is how much time did it take for you to make this transfer? You set it up automatically out of your paycheck.
$50 a week.
That's making your money work for you.
Exactly.
In the long run.
And you know what the greatest thing about a Roth is you pay 0 taxes on this because a Roth is non-tax deductible. So it's already on money you've earned. So let's say you make $1,000 a week, hit your bank account. You put in $50 of that a week into this. There's no taxes when you retire because that money you earned it already. You already paid your taxes on it.
Okay.
So this is literally, you can pull up that.
Exactly, because your paycheck is taxed.
Exactly.
So, okay, good.
So if you have an IRA or like a traditional account, when you pull out, say, this $366,000, you got to lose 20% of it.
But you're getting paid a percentage, right? So you're making money. So they don't, as a Roth, the government doesn't look at like Roth like that's income. You just made money, pay us.
Well, you didn't, as long as you don't take it out early. So as long as you wait till you're 59 and a half and you've had it for more than 5 years.
If you die early,
you die, you're dead.
Can you set up a trust that this goes into for your kids?
It would automatically go to your kids, but they'd have to wait to be of age or else you're paying income tax.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be so horrible if you accumulated so much wealth. Say you were putting in $1,000 and you're at that finish line where you're about to pull out a couple mil.
And you get shot
and then you're gone. Yeah, and you have no family. Like,
oh, if you have no family, like, where's the
government
money go?
is just like, cha-ching, thank you, good job.
It makes you think, like, I wonder how much of just untouched money there is. Because some people, say even I die and I have money in all these crazy wallets and stuff. My wife doesn't know how to do that. My wife doesn't know the 24 freaking word
Yeah,
password
the phrase.
She's gonna just go to one of my banks and go, "Oh, he left me $100. What a great man."
Yeah. No, I tell my wife all the time, like, I need to teach you how to use the cold storage ledger, just in case something happens to me. You and the kid you're covered, But
because if you think, there's no real place you could go to figure that out.
No.
Think about it. How can I ever find out? First of all, what if I don't even know you have it?
Exactly. And most people don't tell people that they have a cold storage wallet.
I don't tell people how much anything I got. Even my wife, dude. If we have $5,000, my wife would think we're rich. She'll be like, well, let's go spend $5,000. That's how women think.
A lot of spouses do keep their funds away from the other spouse just because they don't want them to, be motivated to spend.
Yeah. My wife's a spender, I'm a saver. So it's like we both balance each other well. If you have two savers, you're broke. I mean, you have two savers, you're broke because you're not going to buy anything. Yeah. You have two spenders, you're really broke.
Yeah. But then, when they eventually find out, wait, you had $20,000 saved up that whole time, and you didn't tell me? The thing is, they think they would spend that. That's $20,000. What are you going to do with $20,000, dude? I know.
$20,000. What do you? That's not life. They'll spend it if you don't put your money away. It fell.
Oh, okay.
If you don't put your money away, because to me, you can do two things with time and money. Al, spend it or invest it.
Right.
You can invest your time. You can invest your money. So you got to invest your money monthly, weekly, or else you're going to spend it. Because if you're used to having $10,000 in your bank account and now it's 12 because who cares, got bonus, got taxes, you're going to spend that $2,000. Put that $2,000 away.
Yeah.
Make yourself poor by investing, man. If you don't know what to invest in, S&P 500, man. They have 500 companies. If you don't perform within a year, they just kick you out and replace you.
Do they?
And it's literally perform or get the fudge out, dude. They don't do no DEI. Perform or see ya. Perform or see ya.
They're do or die, not DEI.
Seriously, dude.
So, not to switch finance topics, but Ryan Garcia tested positive for a steroid out of nowhere known as Ostarine. Ostarine is that it's a SARM, isn't it?
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah, so
I'm a fan.
So why would they come out with this? Some news came out.
Why is Ryan Garcia all of a sudden this big? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan. He seems mentally ill.
He played the internet. He made everybody seem like he was mentally ill. He was saying all this crazy stuff. And then everybody's caught their eyes and they start. So the odds against him losing increased. So everybody's like, I'm going to put my money on Devin Haney because this guy lost his mind. He's not taking the fight serious. He's not training. He's on the internet all day tweeting 30 times a day. They all bet against him. He bet on himself.
I love it, but I don't really love the guy.
Yeah, his behavior made it hard to like him throughout.
Even now, he just sounds kind of like Nate Diaz. He sounds like he's belligerently on pot, just blown out of his mind.
He does smoke a lot of weed, unfortunately. But
he just to me, he's a clickbaiter. He did some O-string.
Yeah, and now Devin Haney's like, oh, that negates the fight. That's not a legit fight. You tested positive. I want a rematch. I want to show you.
Rematch him. Dude, do you know how dirty the sport of boxing is with drugs?
It's so dirty.
You know how dirty the sport of boxing is with drugs?
So they did a deep dive into this. The person who's affiliated with Devin Haney's camp is actually really, really, really good friends with the president of USADA or the founder of USADA.
Does boxing actually use USADA?
I think so, yeah.
Because I always heard that boxing is a dirty sport, dude, and it's pretty much an IQ test to pass the drug test.
It is a dirty sport, but I don't know, man. He beat him down really bad.
He beat him again. He's just a superior boxer.
He is. So
it is what it is.
Let's move on to the next fight,
which is who, dude?
Canelo. They're trying to hype up Canelo. Canelo almost
screw boxing. It really sucks, dude. You know what sport's taking over is bare knuckle fighting. Mike Perry, is a beast, man.
Perry was so brain dead and ghetto to me. I'm like, I can't take this guy seriously.
I agree. Now I like him though, dude.
Now he found his niche and he's becoming a monster in that sport.
He bangs, dude.
Yeah.
He made Thiago Silva just quit, man.
Thiago Silva's no punk, man.
He just beat him, dude.
He beat him
in a minute.
Yeah, really fast.
Dude, Mike Perry, Connor just bought some at BKFC.
Did he?
Yeah, Dana White should have been all over that. That sport's taken over, man.
That's what MMA should have been from the beginning, is bare knuckle.
I kind of agree with Dana, though, is that these guys can only fight 5 or 6 times, dude. They get so cut up and they break their hands so much. You can't, if you lose 2-3 bare knuckle fights, like Chris Lieben lost 1 or 2 and he's done. It's a very unforgiving sport, man.
It is.
And there's it's pretty violent. I'm not gonna lie, I don't love seeing just blood and guts fight. It's a different sport, man. I enjoy UFC more.
I love UFC, but what's the next fight? I haven't really heard any promotions. Who's Urkeg? I've heard of Panto.
Yeah, they have a lot of international people that nobody cares about. I can tell you that. Anthony Smith no longer blinded by. That's Anthony Johnson.
Anthony Smith is.
Isn't that Anthony Johnson?
No, Anthony Rumble Johnson passed away.
I know that.
That's
I'm
Anthony
sorry.
Smith.
Okay.
Yeah, he's always complaining on the internet.
What's he whining about now?
He's always crying. Anthony admits the fans are stupid amid constant backlash for Alex Pereira's critique.
Look at them fake teeth looking good.
Dude, he looks like one of those orcs. He looks like an orc from Lord of the Rings.
I am a fan of his, but he needs to retire. He's been getting his brains beat in, dude. He's been getting his brains beat in.
You know what he said was the hardest fight of his life?
The guy who ran into his house?
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty scary, dude.
He was like, but you're a heavyweight professional fighter. You couldn't knock this guy out.
It is bizarre.
Yeah. Like he said, I was hitting him as hard as I could, kneeing him as hard as I could. And the guy
dude,
just
it's
kept
different
charging.
when you got kids in your house and you're scared to death, man. And this guy's probably so PCP'd up.
Yeah.
That was a terrifying thing.
Shouldn't that increase your strength,
Maybe,
though?
yeah, but like you're just in a panic. I'm sure technique kind of goes out the window. That's terrifying.
You know, I live in a safe area, bro, but I still like when it comes to like sleeping in my house, I'm not entirely comfortable.
I never am, dude. I sleep with a rocket launcher.
Yeah, sleeping in the bed with my wife where we're both trapped in one room if somebody comes in. Yeah. Granted, I have a piece close to me, but like I like crashing
on the
couch, waking up at like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and then going back. Because the 2, 3 a.m. is like the witching hour when people are like, let's break into
anything
cars.
After 1 is like, the thing I love is I'm such a lunatic. Dude, I have a problem. I just pace my house. When I'm at home and the Colt's doing homework, the other kid's eating or whatever, dude, I'm cooking food, I just pace and look out the windows like a freaking lunatic. And my neighbor across the street does the same thing. They'll literally both be peeking through the blinds like, what's up, Paul?
Yeah. You got to be on good terms with your neighbors, man, because you guys
have bad neighbors.
Yeah, you got to have a good line of defense, man, and having a good neighbor, having a
dog is the best thing you can have. You have a dog.
My dog's an alarm system.
That's
bro.
The best thing you have.
Anything gets close to my house, he not only do we flinch when he barks, but anybody outside flinches. He's a beagle. That's how loud he is.
Yeah, dog is the best defense. I want one just for that, man. When you have a kid, even just in general, people are dumb, dude.
Yeah.
People are dumb, dude. I went back to that gun store and see if they needed a restock on holsters.
Are they selling them?
I go, hey, man, you got it? And I explain it to him. He's like, they're on the way. They're on the way. I'm like, no, it's me. I'm like, I sold you some, dude. Like, do you need some more? I'm buying some ammo, the only currency. Yeah. And he's like, oh, no, they're on the shelf. I'm like, oh, okay. No. He didn't recognize me.
Have any sold?
No, but I'm like, you got to promote. It's up to me. I'm like, we got to put it, because they're just in a bag up there. I'm like, we got to show what it is. So I might put a booth in there and move some. And it's good, dude. I'll be a customer for life, dude.
Yeah. Now, it's an elastic piece holder on
it's for people who want to wear, it's for people who wear shorts a lot. Yeah. And you can't wear a holster with shorts. It feels like it's going to fall out if you run. Right. So it's attached to your thigh underneath your shorts. It's called the thigh guy.
Have you tried the thigh guy? You tried sprinting with this gun on?
Dude, I run with Cole. I run with, like, not full on 40-yard dash sprint. But I'm saying, like, my daughter's on her little freaking bike and I'm like jogging with her and I don't ever worry about it. But when it would be on my holster, like my side, you worry about it falling out. Like, even just like bending over, getting your kid. It's like, what if this fell out? I'm in the grocery store. Like, this could be bad. Yeah. You know what I mean? But when it's underneath your short and all that, dude, like, you don't worry about it. I'll walk in the gym with it, dude. Like, it's whatever, man. Yeah.
Dude, I sometimes I carry my piece like right here sometimes.
The belly holster is great.
And you know what happened one time? My wife she was chilling on her phone. I came in and I kneeled down to kiss her and my piece fell. And it landed on her foot. Dude. And she was like, oh, she's like, what was that? I'm like, my phone. And I just picked up my piece. And I was like, and then she's going to watch this. Yeah, she's going to watch this spot. But I don't keep one in the chamber.
Do you buckle up in your car, or when you get in an accident, you buckle up?
Ask that question again.
When you're in your car, do you buckle up, or do you wait till you're about to get in an accident and buckle up? That's the greatest analogy I ever heard. My dad does that. He's like, don't even lecture me. He's like, I don't keep one in the chamber. Like, when your life's on the line, you don't have time, dude. Yeah. Like, someone comes up to you robbing you, you don't have time to click one in. You're dead, dude.
Yeah.
So there's like a seatbelt. You got to wear it because you might get in an accident.
So I practice a lot. So like, say I'm like in a situation where I'm like walking and I hear footsteps or I hear somebody getting aggressive. I pull out the gun so quick and but it's like, it is a second. It is a full almost second for you to pull out your gun and cock it back.
If you ever have to, the greatest thing is when I took my CPL class, I know we're wrapping up. My teacher is a psychopath. They all are, like super gun. He's like, 40 minutes a day, you need to stare in the mirror. Practice drawing. 40 minutes a day. I'm like, 40 minutes, that's like 8 hours a week, dude. He's like, look in the mirror. I'm like, you ever had an accident, dude? That's a lot to go wrong. He's like, no bullets, obviously.
Yeah.
Just
right.
I'm like,
dude, when we used to own a beer and wine store.
Yeah.
No, I wish we had a liquor license. It was a beer and wine store, and my pops left his gun like under the counter, right?
You guys have like bulletproof glass or no?
No.
Really?
So, and there wasn't one in the chamber, but when he left, I was like, I'd take it and I'd cock it back when he'd leave it there, and then drop the clip, cock it back again.
Are you serious?
Yeah, just to practice, right? And
Gosh, I wouldn't want to walk in there.
I would do. So you know what happened? I
shot yourself?
Dude, I cocked it back, and a customer came in, and then my dad came in after the customer. So I'm like, all right, when this customer comes back, I got to drop the clip and take the bullet out of the holster because he thinks there isn't one in the chamber.
True.
So that customer leaves. I drop the clip. I forget to cock it back. I aim it on the ground. Another customer walks in.
Dude,
with my dad.
Hell?
Boom! And I was just like,
you shot the gun off?
I shot the gun off. And dude,
are you serious, Al?
Bro, my dad was like, he marched at me like he was about to like.
Why'd you pull the trigger?
Because I thought I cocked one bullet out of the chamber.
But why pull it anyway?
Because the hammer's back.
Oh, it was one of those.
Yeah, so I want to. Yeah, so I shot it in front of him, dude. I thought he was about to.
You shot the floor in your store.
Yeah, yeah, and the customer was really cool about it. The customer was like,
I guess you're forced to be cool.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, all right, well, I know not to mess around here. I'm like, yeah, I'm an idiot. Don't mess around here.
Wow.
I was young too, man.
No ricochet anywhere, just went into the floor?
No, we had a basement, so like the bullet just went straight into the basement and
whoa, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
It could have hit a gas pipe, like it could have.
Yeah, that's terrifying. I don't play with that, dude.
Yeah. So we got to wrap up, man.
How was business after that?
all the gun enthusiasts came in like, are you the hero?
Yeah, we let off dry fires, just let you know.
Dry fire. Desk pop. Liquor store pop.
Seriously. Wow, Al. Wow.
Yeah, that was 20 years ago. That was a long time ago.
That's terrifying.
Yeah,
man.
so don't come issuing a warrant for my arrest. But real quick, we'll try to make this as quick as possible.
Very quick.
Warm spot in Lake Michigan.
Oh,
they don't know what this is,
who
bro.
Who cares? Just a bunch of people peeing.
It's huge, Al. What is this thing? You know, professional divers out of like some institute in Detroit came out to go examine what's going on in here. And they're saying they found a pyramid. And it could be all conspiracy theories, but...
Dude, this is all fake.
This is not normal. And there's another massive wave by South America that keeps popping up. Massive wave near...
I think this stuff has always had. We just never knew about it, man.
It's, you're talking 100-foot wave at least?
I mean, that happens all the time somewhere on the ocean. We're talking about the ocean, not in Michigan, right? This wave?
Yeah, this is it's just a warm spot in Lake Michigan. But there's a wave in South America that's happening. So what are the keywords I typed to pull this up, dude? There's a wave chart that satellites capture images, and they keep finding this massive dark spot in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean at the bottom, south of Africa. And it's so dark and it's so huge, and they're estimating those waves to be stories and stories and stories tall. And it keeps appearing and disappearing. It keeps appearing and they don't know what it is.
It could be a freaking warship from another country in a submarine.
They think they think they're testing nukes.
All right, we got to wrap her up.
All right, guys, this concludes another episode of the ALpod. Please set up a GoFundMe and send us money so we can keep entertaining the masses.
We got a bunch of money.
With the combined net worth of $20,000, we're signing off, and we're coming back next week for more news. Thanks for tuning in,
dude.
That's right.